The rumor has it he don't let you vibe anymore. Rumor has it. Rumor has it. Rumor has it. Rumor has it he don't let you vibe anymore.
What it do? Oh, that was fine. That was fine. Bluetooth.
My brother.
Yo, what it do, baby?
Welcome to another installment of TheVibe.
TheVibe. With your favorite Chix Lungu.
On Boo Pro.
You get me? Yeah. And it's episode, sorry, I cancelled him.
No, I hit this. That was
Okay, all right. It's episode 59.
Yeah,
59.
And as you can see, new setup, new
Energy.
looks,
You sure?
and a special guest.
You get me?
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So I'm
yeah.
just going to pass it on to my brother, and he's going to do the proper introductions
You get me?
for the lovely lady sitting next to us.
Yeah. So, in case you haven't noticed, the squad ratio has gone up. Yeah. So we have a very special guest for you guys today. We have Nesu, aka Nes, aka Anesumichaela.
Okay.
If you don't know it, forget about it.
If you don't know it.
You get me? One of the
Really?
guys, listen, Like I know she'll come in and introduce herself, right? But listen, if you are the type of person who needs like a little kick in the morning, since I started following this hard, I won't lie, productivity's up.
Yeah.
Okay.
My bosses, would put her on the payroll if they knew what she did for me, dog. You get me? So we have Anesumichaela, aka Nes, aka Nesu, for you today. So my
Everybody,
sister,
ladies and gentlemen, give it up for her.
you get me? Can we get some claps around the room? Hey, Amy. So my sister, if you don't mind, right? Just a brief synopsis. Like my friend likes to say, you see here we speak Isugua.
Okay. Okay.
English. You get me?
Okay.
So yeah, just tell the people who you are.
Who I am.
What you do, where they can follow you. Most importantly.
Okay.
Because
So
you're
they can
low-key
get their lives
famous.
also in order.
So like,
Not even.
hey,
I
listen.
try or whatever.
Hey, man.
I love the modesty. I love the modesty.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you for that beautiful intro, guys. I am honored to be here, grateful to be here. Grateful
Thank you
for
for
life,
pulling
grateful
up.
to life. You know
Sure.
what it is.
Hey, son.
Okay, let's
Hey,
start. We have
son.
to start.
You see, it
we have
already
to start
started.
up here.
Sure,
Okay,
sure.
we're starting up here.
Crazy.
Okay,
Sure.
so my name is Anesumichaela, and I am a digital marketing specialist. I am a speaker. I am an NLP practitioner.
Okay.
So neuro-linguistic practitioner.
I'm so glad you did that.
Okay, and a life coach.
Sure.
So I
Okay,
do,
life coaching.
life
Okay,
coaching. But I focus more on self-esteem, self-confidence, and that's why
Sure.
if you check out my content,
said.
IG at Anesumichaela.
Sure.
One
word.
TikTok at
Also have it here.
Anesumichaela.
Sure.
Michaela spelled with a CH, like Michael, with an A at the end.
Okay,
Okay,
there we
cool.
go.
If
Because
you check
important qualifier.
You know.
Because people will look with the K. Sure.
Kayla. So a lot of my content is
Yeah.
very focused on empowering people, and I think that we hold ourselves back a lot.
Okay.
So I want to get people to start seeing themselves,
Seeing
start
themselves.
becoming their biggest fans.
Soup.
I mean,
Bro,
you know,
shout
so,
out to you.
so yeah.
We need more of that in this world.
No,
man.
for real,
For real. Because a lot of people just
We
don't
don't
see
be standing
themselves.
ourselves.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
don't.
man.
We don't.
Which is sad because other people can see like more in
Like
you than you
your-
see in
Than
yourself,
you
which
see
is
yourself,
wild.
yeah.
Sure.
Do you understand?
Sure.
It
No,
doesn't
How much
make
potential
sense.
are we wasting?
Literally.
Yeah, though.
Gazi.
Open that bubbly.
Hear this.
Open
Hey,
that
hey,
bubbly.
okay,
Like
Yeah, so
man.
Chana, what are we drinking
What are we
today?
drinking
So,
today?
hey, listen, I ain't read the bottle. So, do you want to introduce it or should I read it and introduce it?
I mean, you can introduce it.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
No, usually we let the guests do it.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I
see what
bet.
happened, yeah.
So, this is Steenberg. It is a Chardonnay Cap Classique. It's brut.
If you don't get it,
Okay.
forget about it.
This is one of my favorite like bubblies.
Okay.
Just to have on a cheeky Saturday, you
Okay.
know, you're
Just to-
chilling. It's been a
Yeah,
long week.
sure,
you just,
sure.
you know, I love mimosas, but I only do. Yeah, I will put a little bit of orange juice,
As you're
semantics,
about to
Just
say.
for some pay.
Sure.
a
Just
little
for
bit,
the-
just to
color it.
yeah,
You know like how
to change
when
the-
your mom was baking, sometimes she'll make you like a pink cake. You know
but
what I'm
just
saying?
cake.
It was actually vanilla.
Yeah,
but
but like just that little-
Yeah, change
your life.
yes.
Sure. Okay. Alright.
I hope you like it.
Sure.
Easy to drink.
Okay.
Delicious.
Okay.
And not too pricey. Should I say the price?
No,
we'll
not
get there,
yet,
we'll
not
get there,
yet.
we'll
Oh,
get
we
there,
do
we'll
that-
get there.
Yeah. We do that at the end. Nah.
You
But
told
shout
me the
out.
rules. Damn.
Sure.
This is the rules of engagement.
Sure. So
So
you got
I-
the opening.
I don't know how to open that. I know how to drink the
Give it to no. You can give it to the old
Nah,
star
I
over there.
just drink it. I don't.
Yeah,
You
no,
don't.
no.
Nah, you ain't
Don't.
got it, dog.
That old
Dog.
star there does everything. He opens it, he drinks it, he licks it, he throws it away, he
Hey,
recycles
yo,
it.
hey, yo.
Like, listen, man.
Hey, yo.
Everything, bro. It's,
Pause on that.
It's in the family.
Pause on that. Ew.
Damn.
My man brought up incest. Guys, he said it's in the family. I can't believe
Like,
it.
sir.
Sweet
guys,
home
I'm
Zambia.
fearful.
Sorry.
Damn.
That was
Damn.
that was
Oh.
inappropriate. That's not bad.
Damn.
That's not bad, though. That's not bad.
Whew, guys, say a prayer.
3.
There's no countdown. That's how we end up in tears.
Okay, let's go.
Just for the dramatic pause.
Sure. This is the quietest we've ever been on the vibe.
As he goes for the
Just wanna
toast,
see if there's.
he's measuring. He's about to pop the cork. As we wait for the shot, we're 90% there.
Ooh.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I do this.
we have clean
I
lift
do
off.
this.
Nancy, I did.
Don't
We have
even
clean
worry
lift
about it,
off.
see
We have
huh?
clean
Don't
lift
you-
off. Ladies
Guys,
and
please get
gentlemen.
your glasses.
The champagne has been popped.
You get, hey, son, hey.
I was hitting commentary like
that
it's
Nat
golf,
Geo
bro.
commentary, man.
I feel like a kid in a candy store. You know that feeling when bubbles. You
Sure.
hear the sound of the
Sure.
popping bottle, bruh.
No,
Just
like,
know.
guys, adults.
My heart.
Adults are using like alcohol.
Tell me
for
when.
like nostalgia. It's
Thank
just
you.
a problem.
Oh, I was gonna go like.
To the brim.
Start
the
catching
brim.
it as you pour
Okay.
it. Just-
So here's what we'll do now. So I'm gonna pour for you as well, and then we'll have a little sip just so that we
Taste.
can know what it tastes like. We
Out
won't
the
say
dash.
yeah, and then after that we'll add our food coloring.
Yeah, perfect.
There's no space for food coloring here, but okay. Don't worry, I'll sort that out.
Okay.
Why is it sparkling? Why is it sparkling? Oh, why is it sparkling?
Bubbles,
Why is it
baby.
sparkling?
There's bubbles, baby. Okay,
Cheers,
Cheers.
Once again.
cheers.
Eye
in the
contact.
eyes,
Salute,
Eye
salute,
contact.
salute,
In the
salute,
eyes.
salute.
Okay.
in the eyes.
Sure. Hey, I
Little
almost broke the glass there.
Yes,
I
sir.
was about to smack you with it.
Dang. Okay. Okay.
It's good.
Hey, I'll tell you at the end.
Okay, okay.
Skajambisa.
Okay.
Hey, sure.
And then a little bit of that orange juice just
you
for
want
a
that
splash.
Yeah.
A whiff.
Yeah.
A whiff.
A whiff.
Oh,
Okay,
sorry.
you can just.
Yeah,
Okay.
you
Lisa.
could just grab this and put that
Why
on
do you
the
have
table.
the bottle on hand?
Who, me?
Yeah.
You know, people ask me a lot of things,
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
and most of the time,
I love how you knew the memo.
Ngumbera.
like you also said 4 thank yous also, so I just didn't listen to the first 2.
Sure.
That's on me.
Oh,
Don't
just
mind
for
me,
coloring.
guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
There we go. Right.
that is so
So, my
Right.
brother, the rumor has it you have a topic for me.
Yeah, I have a topic for both of y'all.
Sure.
Okay, talk to us.
Sure.
For my lovely peoples and everybody at home watching, get comfortable. We're about to get into it. So, if you guys don't know about us at The Vibe, earlier we covered a certain superstar and a raid that happened on his house and the FBI coming after this person. So, if you haven't been
A
caught up
very
with that
slick
story,
fellow.
a very they say he's shiny.
Okay. Yeah.
Likes love.
Sure. Yeah. Brother
Likes
love.
Brother
actually.
love. Hey.
Oh
Yeah.
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 Yeah, he be
Okay.
he be
Yeah.
getting down with the brother.
Oh yeah. Wow. Okay, so
Here we go.
if you guys haven't been like caught up in everything, mogul, superstar, entrepreneur, criminal, allegedly, Sean Combs, aka P Diddy, aka Puff Daddy, aka Diddy, aka
Sean Diddy Combs.
Sean Diddy Combs, aka Brother Love, aka Love, aka yes.
Diddy Dirty Money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The diddler.
The Diddler.
I mean, you can't forget
That's
that.
my favorite.
That's the best one.
I mean,
He's in court right now for his federal trial, being trialed by the state of New York, but it is a federal trial, so it's not a state trial. So it means like they coming after him. The trial started a week ago, if I'm not mistaken. Fact checker, if I'm wrong about anything, you know what I mean. Yeah, you asked to be
check.
fact checker, and now you looking at me
check
so
for
weird.
us.
Yeah.
You must fact check
When
if
did
I
that
get
trial
anything
start?
wrong or anything like that. Yeah,
When
open
did
the
that trial
laptop, the
start?
phone, put on the tablet, ask Siri, Chat GPT, have them all out, bruv. Anyways, his trial started, if I'm not mistaken, about a week ago.
Sorry, as intern fact checker, the start of the PG trial was Monday, 12 May.
Lovely.
okay, Monday, 12 May.
So this is the first time the case has actually gotten out.
Yeah,
to,
gotten out to everybody.
public.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even people that are witnesses have been named. Witness number one, we didn't know who it was when they first did is it the indictment or what's that paper that says we are sending you to court? Here are the transcripts and everything. Like, does everybody know
Fact
what they
checker?
call that
Like
thing?
a,
Like an affidavit. Like
but
the,
like you've been served by.
Yeah, subpoena.
oh, this. Yes. Yes. So,
Fact checked. No, I agree.
So in that thing, they kept the witnesses anonymous. Everybody was still just witness number one, witness number two, witness number three. Day one of the trial happened. We found out who witness number one is. And surprise, surprise, it is Miss Cassie Ventura herself. Witness number two, MIA. They cannot find her. They don't know where she is. She done skipped the country. She gone.
What?
Yes,
Wait,
for
what's
reals.
it?
They can't
Wait,
find the second
they don't know the
witness.
name.
No, they know. They knew her.
But they haven't released the name.
No, they haven't. They haven't
Okay,
released
okay.
the name
Oh,
of
so
who
she
the witness is.
Witness
disappeared
number
off
two.
the face of this planet.
Yeah, she or he. At this point, that one of the star witnesses
They,
is MIA. They have
Damn.
because there's 3 star witnesses, and then there's other people that are gonna come in and give their own testimony, right? But like not as in like witness to like crimes. These are so because the 3 witnesses are using them mostly as evidence
Sure,
Yeah.
in the situation because it's hard to prove this case without having witnesses
that
coming in
have,
and everything.
yeah.
Yeah, because the evidence was in a private area.
Sure.
It got removed by the person that was doing the stuff. So it's not easy for law enforcement and everybody to have all that concrete. So they weighing and relying a lot on witness testimony and everything. So Cassie had her she came to the stand, she went to the stand pregnant as
Yeah, yes, you're
about
about
to
to
burst.
pop.
Yeah.
So the thing about this trial is that it's not being televised. There's no
That's the
cameras.
most light-skinned mimosa I've ever seen in my life.
I told you, semantics. Orange juice
No,
is
it's
semantics.
just
bro.
semantics.
Like we
Okay.
don't.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
Actually, I would even not even.
Not
I would
even?
skip after a really hard week. I'll skip out on
nah,
orange
skip
juice.
it,
Let's
skip it.
relax.
No,
Like
Still call it a mimosa.
it's a
That's
mimosa though.
crazy. That's
Said
false
a whip.
advertisement. You know when you open it and then you just go on the orange
Yeah.
juice and then close it
Yeah,
again.
like that.
With the aura.
Just the yeah.
Yeah, so
Right,
she
yeah.
gave her testimony with everything that happened, and like, yeah, that boy's freaky, guys.
He's not okay.
Yeah, no, he's not okay. He's not okay. The things that like Cassie went through that she had to go testify in court, that was uncomfortable for everyone.
Everybody. Yeah.
Everyone was
Yeah.
like, yeah, that is actually hectic to go through. But the problem I think they're going to run into the prosecution is proving that that is actually illegal.
Sure.
So that's what's the problem right now.
Because being a freak is not illegal.
Yeah, it's just frowned
Like,
upon.
it's frowned upon. Like, it's a social ill.
Yeah, but not a
It's
actual
not
legal.
illegal,
Yeah,
yeah. Because-
it depends on the country also, but in the country they're getting him at, in terms of the context and evidence they have on him,
Yeah.
it's tricky right now because he's actually charged. Let me tell you guys his charges. So,
Racketeering is one of them.
yes, racketeering conspiracy, which is the RICO, 2 counts of sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution across state lines. So those are the three. Well, is it because if they say 2 counts of the same thing, are those 2 different charges? Fact checker.
I guess if you murder 2 people, it's 2 charges.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Two counts.
Like if you
Okay,
do,
so it's 2
if you
counts.
Counting
Okay.
it twice.
Yeah,
You
if,
understand?
Fair, yeah.
yeah, if you do a bad thing, they don't merge them more than once. They don't
No,
merge them.
it's like
you know?
a bad thing and another bad thing
Exactly,
and another bad
one.
thing.
Yeah, so you can get
the
3
whole
counts of
thing.
murder.
Yeah.
Okay, fair.
Sure.
Where that makes sense.
Sure.
Don't worry, fact checker, they saved you. So it's two counts, so 5 counts all in all that he's getting. Rico, we've explained Rico on here like
Yeah,
too
gang.
many times to
If
They're not
everybody.
gonna
you
run
guys
it back
wanna
for the
no,
for the
no.
new people that
I'll
are going,
give
for
them-
the new subbies.
For the new subbies,
For
go
the
watch
new
our old
subbies.
episodes.
No. That's actually smart.
We need
That's,
views.
I mean, fair.
it's called
Views.
business.
I won't tell you which episode.
We're gonna run it. Watch
One
this.
day.
Just
One
go
day,
through
one
all
day.
58.
You encounter.
58 is fine. You can dabble with
you
58.
can, you
an
can.
hour an episode?
Yeah, roundabout. Yes.
Find an hour in your day.
You get me.
Find an hour in your day.
I feel sorry for you guys, so I'll give you a summary. When one bad guy does a whole lot of bad things, just a lot of them, with people that he pays to do them, to prove everything, they just say Rico. So Rico is racketeering. It's everything. It's the sex trafficking. It's the murdering of people,
murdering,
drugs,
calling
everything.
hits.
Everything that you guys are doing
Yeah.
illegal. That's a lot of things that we don't want to go prove each and every one of them. We'll just say it's a
Rico.
It's an organization. They're all
So
doing it. Yes,
they
fact
tried to
checker.
do-
Okay, cool. So the official definition of a RICO
We didn't want to do that, but okay.
racketeer, influenced, and corrupt organizations.
Act.
So it's a charge that
love
means
that we
a
have a
person
fact
accused of engaging in a pattern of racketeering activity, often involved in criminal enterprise. The important part is racketeering in this context refers to a variety of illegal activities, often disguised as a legitimate business.
Okay.
So, Bad Boy Records. Yes.
Yeah, him
Seen as-
using the stuff of Bad Boy
Yeah,
Records to
God
go
damn.
acquire
His
things for the
illegal
free offs and things like
God
that.
damn.
Yes. So that's what's going on with Diddy at the moment. So I think the problem is proving all of that as illegal is going to be a very tricky thing. But looks like this trial is going to go for a long time.
It is gonna go for a long
Yeah.
time. Did you guys watch Kid Cudi's or Kid Cudi? How do people
Cudi.
pronounce
Yeah,
Cudi?
Cudi, you're
That's
right.
what I thought.
Yeah.
Kid Cudi's testimony.
Testimony.
Yeah, when he went up on the stand.
Yeah,
No.
I
What
haven't
did
went
he say?
through it yet.
He said that when he was with Cassie, Diddy tried to attack him. Did I don't know what it's called, something cocktail. I just can't remember.
Molotov.
Molotov
Cocktail.
cocktail.
Molotov.
On
cocktail.
his Porsche.
Yeah,
and
they
he
even
was
had the
aggressive,
images.
And Diddy
It had
threatened
the.
Cassie
I'll try
during
and get
that
the
time.
images, but I'm
and-
not promising anything.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So all of that.
Yeah,
stuff,
even
yeah.
the whole when they bought the testimony with the pictures, you can see the Porsche has a whole
Like a hole in it, and
which is
like by the front is
crazy.
burnt.
burnt,
Yeah.
crazy and stuff.
And then the defense is kind of using the whole, yeah, we're admitting that Diddy is abusive, but
Yeah.
like he
That's
didn't do
not-
all the other
Yeah,
things.
no
but
fair.
he's abusive.
abusive,
We'll
yeah.
stand on that, but he didn't do all the other
Exactly.
things.
Oh, but you know how much
Yeah.
those guys were getting paid?
Yeah.
From 2,000 to 6,000 to 7,000 US dollars.
Dollars for one appearance.
Yes. And why they want
A
to
lot
You
of
are
minds in-
lying,
promise
guys.
you, that's on the transcripts. And what they're saying is,
Yeah.
why they also want to put it as racketeering is because your performance, that's your pay would go with your performance. So if you're getting, because the defense said, no, we're just paying these people for their time. But like, if you're paying people for the time, why is some other guy's quality time better than the others? That means they're doing
Same thing
something
happens
else.
at your job. Though.
Yeah, so-
if you perform, you get more money. If you don't, you get less.
Yes,
But
but like,
Diddy-
also what the prosecution was saying, if I could play devil's advocate for a second.
please
Okay.
do.
Yeah.
If you are known as a sex worker, is it every time somebody pays you, it's assumed that it was for sex? Does that make sense?
I hear you in the sense that you get situations where sometimes guys just want to be listened to. And
I've
they would
seen
pay
that
for
on
them.
shows.
Yeah.
Actually, where a
No, it's
guy
a
will
real
hire
thing.
someone. No, is it?
Yeah, no.
No, it's a real thing.
do
Like
do
they will
that.
hire like someone for conversation
yes.
and like
I
company
won't lie,
escorts.
the fairer sex
Let's go deeper
doesn't like
here.
listening.
human connection. We are wired for connection as human beings.
Sure.
So is it that type of thing where
Yes,
like,
yeah,
they
I just want someone to just
to listen
be,
to.
just be here.
I'm the
Yeah.
top of my industry. Everybody's scared of me. I'm intimidating.
And you
So
don't
you
want-
think that he hired some of those?
No, not him, because
because
he has tremendous amounts of baby oil also.
mean,
so it's not like,
dude,
also just baby
the
oil in
amount
those
of
guys
baby
while talking.
oil and drugs.
And Astroglide. I didn't know what Astroglide is. Then I went
Did
to
you
go
look
to
it up?
Yep, and I'm like,
What's
God damn.
Astroglide?
What is Astrogas?
Google it.
The fact checker.
And when you see it, now just try put it in a PC way, because I didn't want to say it because that's
Oh my word.
yes, but like yeah.
It
It's
makes-
nothing. It's something that people probably use that are in like
it
couples
makes me
and
so
stuff.
cringy, the whole thing.
So the official definition of Astroglide, as fact checker intern, is that it's a lubricant, but also acts as a moisturizer.
So a lubricant.
Yes. Yes.
Well,
No,
But also acts as a moisturizer.
So
thank you, intern.
Force.
I
Let me just say that one word.
But yeah, so it's not just
Did you hear
baby oil.
the meaning of that?
I mean,
Booty?
So yeah, like it's crazy.
I said what I said. I said what I said.
but sometimes you just like a little slip and slide.
A little what?
Just start this off rocking.
That's mad. So what people were saying, what Cassie was saying is that
We'll
One
go
down.
up again.
those freak offs
It's the
would
count.
last like, there's some that would like happen like maybe like 3 hours, and then there's some that would happen for like 3 days straight.
Yes, that's what Cassie Ventura said.
Yeah. Like that's just 3 days.
That's crazy.
Non-stop. You taking all the drugs to keep yourself awake and everything and keep on going. And
Hurts my heart.
yeah, that's just, it's crazy what the person went through. And if we could like say, hey, yeah, now put him in jail for what Cassie went through, he should be buried under the jail.
Yeah.
But like that's gonna be hard to prove. So yo,
Yeah.
everybody, you know what I mean? If you want to get more details, something to put your eyeballs on, listen, it's actually
get the
kind of
dash.
interesting. A lot of celebrities have been mentioned and like
How much that
called up or gonna come and things like that. So
I'm
yeah,
with you. See, song.
it's a crazy, crazy thing that's happening there for that billionaire.
Sure.
But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, guys, like, in all honesty,
Shout
like,
out.
it's like, I know, especially for you, because I know you're advocates of like women empowerment and all of that, right? So I think this might trod on like a bit of a gray area in the sense that like, because I'm sure you have friends or like you've encountered people and like I know personally we have encountered like females that are like more like inclined to do like they don't
Freaky things.
yeah, freaky things. We've met freaks. We've met
Okay.
freaks. Let me
Whoa.
stop being
Okay.
so PC.
Yeah.
So like I think it's a bit of a gray area because I think
Then how? Yeah. What
yeah,
are the
how do
lines?
you draw the line?
And yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
a problem that we are facing nowadays. What are those lines? What does that look like? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How's the template is? How's everybody? What is like? It's like
Sure.
Yeah, what is
this? What
What
is
is
that? We can
that?
say
Yeah.
definitively this is wrong, and then
Yeah.
definitively
I think
this
to be
is.
fair, the most important thing that I think came from like the Me Too movement, if you can say that, is consent.
Yeah.
So just
It's
asking, is it
important.
okay?
Yeah, and even if you're in a relationship with the
Yeah,
person,
Yeah.
and everything like
Oh,
yeah,
you know?
And I feel like to a certain degree, like even as a man in a relationship, like there's a little bit of like you wanna ask for that extra bit of consent, but it also to a certain degree takes away from spontaneity.
Spontaneity.
There we go. But like I think if we can say something as the vibe, it's okay to okay as a piece of
speak
the
for
vibe.
yourself.
Please.
As a
Speak for
piece
yourself,
of the
bro.
vibe, yeah. Sometimes I think we can sacrifice a bit of the spontaneity.
Okay. Yeah,
if you don't ask.
No, so
No,
I
like
mean, if you
by asking.
Yes, but
You hear me on? And I'm playing a bit of devil's advocate here, right? Like, I know Cassie, like, was in a relationship before she got into a relationship with P. Diddy, and he
Diddy,
kind of hit the Brutus Stina type, whatever.
although she was 19, so she said That was her
Yeah.
first adult relationship.
Relationship.
Was P
Fair,
Diddy.
fair,
Yeah,
fair. So at that point, I guess she can consent, right? And a lot of the things she was next to a willing participant.
Yeah, that's what the defense is also
arguing,
being able.
yeah.
They're trying
Yeah,
to
that's
argue
the hard
that,
thing
and that's
of-
what's
Yeah.
really hard. And psychologically, at 19, what,
Can you really-
are you really
Okay,
there?
so-
Like what? And now there's fame involved,
Sure.
right? And there's my
Yep.
album, and this
And
man
this
is
nigga's hijacking your
and
career,
he's saying, and
low
he's
key.
threatening you.
Exactly.
On the other side,
Yeah.
he's telling you, bruh.
Sure.
You know?
Like you gotta. So
Yeah.
do you guys think, this is just an idea that like floated through my mind. There should be tiers to like the age of consent further up than 18. You get me?
I think
Like-
that age of consent should go with like society. So if society is saying that 18 hasn't been enough and the evidence has shown that 18 is not enough, kick it up. If people later on, like 200 years after we're dead,
Sure.
they think that people are more mature and the society is acceptable of that, then you can have that conversation also if you want to bring it down.
yeah,
and everything. But
essentially.
right now it's not working.
Sure. Like
I mean, guys, actually, segue. Think of yourself at 19. Okay, it's different for gents, but if I think about myself at 19, of course I wouldn't be at the stage where I don't. But also, just to give you context, I grew up in a Christian household, traditional, waiting for marriage,
Yeah,
and
fair.
so even with that type of thinking, it's like at 19, I'm not trying to do all that, bro. But then also, gents live a different life.
But
so.
also, like, for example, like I know, like when I was in high school, when I was in primary school, there were girls telling me like, "You guys are way too young for us. We need bros who know what they're gonna do in life."
This is
I
when?
was in
Primary
grade
school.
7. I swear to you. One of the hands who told me that is on 4 kids. She had all her kids before 21.
I mean, that's what she wanted for herself.
But
But
did
wild.
she really?
I
Do you
mean,
see-
did
do
she
you
really?
see what I'm
But
saying?
we were conditioned by,
Society.
society. Unfortunately,
fair.
that's the hardest
But like,
thing.
you can hear my accent. It doesn't sound like I went to like a school where these things don't make sense. Where these things are like
The
normal.
norm.
I went to a very like suburban primary
school.
Yeah.
And she was
But
telling me,
that
I
was
need
the
a
train
man
of
that
thought.
what?
That was the train of thought. Dead ass.
Hey, dang, guys.
So like,
Yeah.
yeah. So I think
I mean, on that point, right? A good
real
number.
fact checker.
A number was mentioned earlier. Was saying that. Just think about it. In this society, somebody's offering you $2,000 to $6,000 for a night. If I go to the maximum, that's around 100,000 rand per night. In a society where we are told to buy fancy, lavish, like their lifestyle is
the
content.
expectation
That's
on
life
that.
now. Would you not accept? Like, do you not think that like
Yo, look,
this
man,
is the reason why
I'm
a
just
lot
saying,
of girls
hypothetically, yeah,
younger
sorry.
now are being exposed and are trying to look for that
That.
because if somebody is willing to give you 100,000 rand,
for like 30 minutes.
that's insane.
Guys, these things make my heart so.
It's mad.
They actually grieve my heart.
But it just shows how weird our society
I'm just
is.
interjecting to say I am still the official fact checker.
Oh, you want to just put in your
I
PS?
know I'm an intern. I just want you to know the facts are coming from this voice. I'm the official fact checker for today's episode. Episode 59. I'm the fact checker.
Okay.
Alright, cool.
Oh, brother.
But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up.
up.
See,
Yeah, because wait, on what you were saying with like that thing with like 7 to 6, 5. If hypothetically, I was a male entertainer, because that's what they refer to them as,
Okay.
and I get to a hotel spot, and Cassie Ventura opens the door, my mind is blown at that point because that's already just a famous person as it is,
yeah.
and she's
That's a
already
story
pretty.
to tell.
Yeah, a lot of people, even if they felt like, okay, no, this might be crazy because the stars and everything, because even they were saying in the trial, a lot of people on the jury might be influenced by Diddy's star power. and Cassie star power, because these are still people
Because they
that have.
were going at it together for a portion.
So it's
That's
Yeah,
the truth
that's
of
the actual.
yeah.
So I do think a lot of people in that point when they're like, "Alright, we're gonna give you life-changing money, and you're going to be with people that a lot of people
Yeah,
can't
and you're
even
gonna meet
see."
these people. You're gonna. Yeah. Okay.
It's,
The problem is society.
It's a trap.
Guys,
Yeah,
let's all delete
society.
Instagram. Let's all delete Twitter. Let's all delete TikTok.
But there's
Look,
pros to
Instagram-
those
YouTube.
things.
Instagram
YouTube,
gives me bans, so I'm not deleting that.
Yes.
UGC content, okay.
Okay, I try.
So I'm not deleting Instagram,
Muscle.
but I feel that.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah, society really, and I worry for our Gen Zs. I'm not gonna lie. I
Yeah,
worry.
this is the shakiest. bit
But
of society.
also, a lot of them have built their own opinions, and they walking so firmly within
them.
their,
Within
you know. And I've
themselves,
seen it with
sure,
my
sure.
younger brother's a Gen Z, and
Okay,
he's,
yeah.
you know, he knows what
Stuck
he
in his
likes,
ways.
he knows what he
Sure,
doesn't
he's
like.
staunch.
Yeah.
Some of us, we were still worried about what our parents are gonna say when we break the ice with them
I love
about
that you
decisions
said
and
some.
choices we've made. You know, some.
But like a lot of Gen Zs is like stubborn.
chaos energy.
So you were always the
I just
Oh, he's a rebel.
say
rebel.
he's a rebel without a cause.
Let me tell you,
Or with a cause.
with
With a cause.
last episode,
Yeah.
we changed up the setup to this setup right
Yeah.
now, right? And we accommodated him because when he chats, he likes eye contact. He loves
Okay.
eye contact.
Okay.
So we're like, okay,
Let's
we're gonna put the
shift
mic this
for
way
you.
so that you can have eye contact while
Okay.
talking.
Uh-huh.
Soon as the episode started, he started looking at the camera, ignoring the mic. We like, bro,
We done did this for you.
We done did this for
you. What you mean?
why you such a rebel?
Yeah,
It's just
I just don't
chaos.
like listening. I'll be real.
But who does? I'm kidding.
I hear you both on that one.
Yeah,
actually,
and I know
'cause,
you.
Yeah, I'm
Honestly,
not a fan
let
of
me
listening.
actually be honest. I think with when I'm hearing things,
talking loud, eh? Hey, Baba, text each other.
when I am listening to things that I don't like, and I've told my therapist I've got a therapist. Gents, do you guys believe in therapy? That's also another question. We'll talk about it.
Okay.
But
Yeah, we'll
I
talk
was
about
telling
that.
my therapist, even with her, like I interject
Sure.
when I don't want to listen to what she's
Okay,
saying because it's
now,
checking me.
now,
You know what
now
I mean?
you're checking me too much. Oh, yeah, mate, dog.
It's like chill, bro, chill.
Yeah.
Change the subject.
No, eh?
Like sometimes I walk in there and I'm like, "Hey, let's talk about you today. What's up? How's
Yeah, what's
everything?"
going on?
No,
How's the
I'm
kids?
talking to you.
Don't
I'm like,
bring
how
it
your
up to me.
kid? No, seriously.
Yeah.
For real, okay, I know.
I said, you know, so
I get that.
I yeah.
And I think that like that's good because it takes the now,
off-
yeah, the
spotlight off
it
you.
off you. You know what I mean? Now
Yeah.
it's like I'm coming in and like now I need to like almost perform for you.
Sure,
Because if I
sure.
don't do it now, it's like I'm
Be
wasting
like,
my
oh,
money. I'm
yeah,
wasting
now
your
I
money.
gotta bring up another piece of trauma.
But your therapy sessions shouldn't feel performative.
Oh, fair. Yeah,
Yeah, they really
no, for
shouldn't.
real.
So
'Cause
you
then
gotta
it's
have that
counter-
person that you feel,
Like,
hey man, I can tell my person anything.
sure.
Anything.
Right, fair.
I can tell her today I don't even check me. I don't wanna hear that. I'm petty. I told her I'm petty right now. I'm not trying to forgive right now.
I can respect
Don't
that.
No, so,
You know what I
respect
mean?
that.
so to
'Cause
your question
personally-
on do I believe in therapy?
yeah.
If it's
What's
the
up
right
with
therapist.
the gents? Okay, the right therapist.
Yeah.
A 1,000%.
I just can't
can I
take
believe in that?
anybody's advice.
Yeah.
I think that's excuse me.
Yeah, that's the thing with bubbles. They make
Yeah,
you
it caught me off guard, man.
That's why I don't understand why hands love bubbles so much.
I think it's aesthetic.
It is, no? It's on a
You got
social thing.
aesthetic.
Yeah,
Literally, that's what it is.
Fair.
That's what it is.
I won't
It's
lie, the
aesthetic.
bottles be pretty though.
Fair.
But we'll get to
Honestly,
that at the
yeah.
end.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mentally, like what do bubbles do for me? They add calories to my body. Like they add this,
That's
you know.
it.
So you're trying to
Calories
get
my
tick
calories.
tick. You want to be
You know
a
what I
tick
mean?
mommy.
No, literally.
Sure,
So that's bubbles actually don't do anything. You'd rather stick to wine, but I am who I am. So what's up?
You can't get that.
What's up?
How y'all doing?
What's up?
Okay, change.
Okay.
Yeah.
Change.
Cool.
But yeah,
So you-
I think I just need the therapist that I can listen to. I'm one of those people that
You wanna?
yeah, I'm not very receptive to somebody that I don't love.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
barely
and you-
receptive
and
to
the thing
those you
is,
carve.
Nah. I think I'm just misunderstood.
But you also need to.
Okay.
you know, I think that's the
Okay.
problem. I'm just misunderstood.
Okay.
But like a lot of the time, you know, maybe it's like then maybe I just don't love you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You
I
know,
mean,
type
fair.
thing.
Fair,
But
fair,
like
fair.
And it could be like that, but do you give them enough time? I was telling one of my guy friends, because I post a lot about therapy.
Yeah.
If you have me on what? Do you have my number saved? You don't. So if you know...
Saved is crazy.
Saved is crazy. But if you've got me on WhatsApp, like I will post, oh, my therapy is on a Friday, something. Why would I put my therapy on a Friday? Because, like, it's the weekend. But it also gives me time to process. But what I want to say...
One of my boys does that. Friday, just after he clocks out, he goes through to therapy. Whatever
then-
decisions he makes on the weekend are with a clear thought.
Yeah, because you know you've
It's not a bad
exactly.
system.
And so I think a friend of mine once texted me after one of my statuses, and he's like, yo, how do you choose therapist? Because I went to one session and I don't like this. And I said, okay, give it at least 3 sessions, man. He gave it 3 sessions, man. He's still going to that.
To that person.
And he's like, bro.
I'll
And
be-
he told me therapy is amazing.
Yeah.
And I said,
I'll be real with you as a African man, right?
yeah, Africa,
And-
man.
And no, I won't lie. Don't listen to my accent. My values are deeply rooted in.
In that
Struggle.
masculinity.
Wakanda.
It's
Sure.
not even real.
So like I can definitely feel like if I went into therapy, my defenses would be so high. It would honestly take 3 sessions to break me down.
Yeah, and which is perfectly
to get
okay,
comfortable.
because that's the whole point of it.
Yeah.
It's a journey, and that's what I've
True.
learned through. It's a journey.
No fair.
So yeah, man, guys, go to therapy. Men,
Yeah, no, like gents, like for reals, like
if you feel comfortable enough to open,
yeah,
go to
that's the
therapy.
thing also. But
But
like,
it's better
I
than
know
a
a couple of
stranger.
my
It's
boys
not
who
like
need
you're
therapy.
I think the problem is be willing to be open.
yeah. You have to. There's vulnerable, but a good therapist. I'm gonna say I'm not a professional in any way, shape, or form. A good therapist knows how to tap into those sides of you, knows how to tap into those parts of you. So I get very defensive. I know myself. I also get very defensive, and my therapist knows how
I
to
know
bring
you.
up.
I heard
checks
your
me.
poetry, by the way.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
you came
that's
to
where I
my
met you.
show.
That's
You
the
were
first
there,
time.
yeah.
Oh guys, thank you for supporting me. That was 2021.
Yeah.
At,
2020.
in Melville.
Melville,
in
yeah,
Melville.
yeah. They're right by
Gratitude.
before Biblos, not Biblos, what's the thing?
Gratitude.
Dalbeck.
Balbec.
Gratitude.
Apparently, Balbec caught fire. Anyway, my sister, Chief,
Pour
are
it
you
up,
drinking
pour
or
it
what?
up. Watch it out.
You ain't
pour it
touched
up.
it.
I'm not. This is my second
I've got
class.
questions for you that I really want to hear.
Okay.
I need to
yeah,
hear
bring
male
them up, bring them up, bring them up,
perspectives.
My brother,
I know.
Top up.
I don't have that.
Don't worry.
So, I guess segueing from the chat about therapy and you know who you are and you know being vulnerable and all of that, and I would love for you guys to answer as vulnerably as you can.
As we can.
Okay. What's something
get
you wish
cancelled.
women understood about how men really think? This is what it's been burning me.
Okay,
Do you want to go first?
I will go first.
Shout out.
Yeah,
Give me
I'm
a
about to piss off a lot of people. Men understand the level of horniness which with men think. So when we tell you, I don't like you having male friends, it's because we understand the
The
level
level
of
at-
horniness that exists on the average man's mind. I'm not even talking about Diddy level.
Yeah, no, just
You're talking about just
talking
a
the
general, a
average
normal.
man's, like a bro who's a vital member of society.
I have never thought about it like that.
I know you
actually.
don't.
And just off your question, then so you don't believe in male female friendships?
I do.
Or you do?
I do.
You can
I do.
take that.
But like, it's a thing of like, you honestly, because even my friends have asked me like, how can you maintain friendships with females? Luckily for me, I grew up around a lot of females. Majority
So-
of my cousins are females. Most of the time, my dad was a jet setter, so like he travels for
Yeah.
his job. So it was me, my mom, and my little sister.
Okay, so you
So,
were around. But what
exactly.
if that male friend has sisters and grew up around sisters? So
No,
would
listen,
you,
there's a possibility of it, right?
yeah.
Nah. But also, in the same vein, nah, prior to like my growth, have I crossed the line with female friends? Definitely.
Damn.
And my thing is like, I took one of those deep, like like dives towards trying to be a good person, and I lost more than half my squad for it. Like, and
What do you mean trying to be a good person? What does that look like?
like just trying to make sure that I'm not around spaces that encourage sides of me that foolishly.
Okay, foolish.
Yeah.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, you can all
AKA
chalk
how-
down male.
Yeah.
What is it? Peer pressure to foolishry.
Exactly. Like literally. And the thing is, like, your friends don't always intend it.
Oh, so you would be like, no, friends, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna go.
No,
there.
no, not even that. I feel like, cause do you know what it infringes on? So with me, I'm a very prideful man.
Okay.
I'm
Self-awareness
Yeah,
is coming
no,
out here. It's like,
listen, yeah.
That's your
I
man,
know
girl.
myself. Hey yo, you just stop the snitching. Okay, so like just in general, I'm a very prideful man. So
okay.
I wouldn't say like, nah, I'm chilling. Just because now they might start thinking that I'm less of who I am. Do you get me? And like, so I just slid back from those environments.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
So it was like a soft carve thing. Just okay, all right, cool. Like, it's not that I'm canceling you or anything.
I'm
I'm just
just
trying to take a
saying
step
hey.
back.
Myself.
It's not that I don't rate you as my friend anymore. I just know I
Just-
can't
I know-
always be with you the way I want.
Exactly. And especially if you're going to pursue a relationship, you want to be
Exactly.
loyal in
I
a
wanna
relationship,
be
you
a
want to show up fully in a
100%.
relationship. Bro, you know,
You
Yeah.
literally, these
Like
things
you-
have to take into
At a
account.
certain
Yeah.
point, you gotta be real.
yeah,
Just
you
like-
gotta. This
you know,
is not a good
if your
vibe for me. This
boys-
is not a good environment
If your
for me.
boys got it like that, there's always gonna be baddies. There's always
Always.
gonna be whatever. Now you're just there, and
Oh.
you're hearing sounds from
did
this
not
room. You're
expect
hearing,
that.
Literally, that was like
you're hearing sounds from the other room.
Sensitive.
Like, bro, like at some point, you're also, as in daughter, gonna wanna prove yourself. And be like, okay, I can do it too. Do you get me? You can't bring your hand and be the third
Doing
one.
that.
That's weird.
Okay.
Do you get me? So, like, I feel like a lot of men in trying to be faithful suffer from that.
I just want to add a point.
Sure.
I think there's a test. I don't know if I've shared it before on the show, but there's been a test that was once.
Are we done?
There's been a test which I was once given by one of my male friends, and he said, just go and ask your male friends just on a random night to pull up, and that will be a true testament of who is actually thinking of taking that opportunity and who's not, right?
not.
And I actually did it because I was always pro. You can have male friends without
And
anything coming out of it. And then because they're all waiting for the opportunity, right? So obviously when women say you can be friends with guys, it's because they know they will control themselves and they're not going to put
The
themselves in a
boundaries they
position.
put.
Exactly. But as soon as you break that boundary, you'll see that men will be keen to jump, to cross that boundary.
To be honest, I have close guy friends, right? And if I texted either one of them today to be like pull up, they wouldn't pull up. They'll
Have
be
you
like,
tried
try
yeah,
midnight,
I can,
midnight,
yeah,
No, then I-
because
midnight.
but they also have girlfriends that they are in relationships with, and we have boundaries around the relationship, right? So girls will like, for me, I'm not delusional to the point where I'm like, oh yeah, we can spend every day. No, we don't do that. I know with my gents, there are boundaries between that they have set and that I have set, right? But either way, it's maybe they don't like me like that. It's just let's actually just go there.
so
Maybe
listen,
they don't
hear
get me
this
like
story.
that.
Hear
But
this-
To be
hear
fair,
this story.
my situation when I tested my friends, it was after a breakup and they were single. So I was in a vulnerable
okay.
position
So
and
maybe-
I'd said, hey, yo, help a girl out. I don't want
what did
anything
you
serious.
word for word?
I don't want anything serious. Pull up.
I know.
And they say they called. So
Man, they
clearly
would
you're
have
willing
left
to
their
pull
keys.
up.
Okay, I'm
and
gonna
got
try
into their
that.
cars and started
But
off.
I feel like these are the hands that my friends are gonna marry. So
Yeah, so I think
I'll
Those are the
try
people
that.
in
But
relationship.
yeah,
my
but
friends were
even
single.
before it's
my
like
friends were
there's
single,
no.
so maybe that's
Do it with-
Maybe that's a thing.
Do it with
Okay,
your single
because
friends.
I've always been. But I'm even with my male friends. So I do have male friends, like close male friends. But I also we've always had that chat about like female friends. So I'll see them together with their hands. Like I'm not. Do you know what I mean?
Sure, I hear
If they're single, cool, we'll chill together. But even then,
You keep the distance. Like,
yeah,
I
it's
know
always
with
been
my
like,
female friends-
I've always viewed them as brothers. They viewed me as a
Sure.
sister. But I honestly feel like that's one of the things where it's like they're not into me like that.
Sure.
Them specifically. I know
shock you.
there's certain
I'll
guys
tell
who
you this for free.
Really?
They will shock you.
Wait, just
What if they
a
don't
quick
feel me like that? They're
question
not into
on
me.
The topic. What are your thoughts on a relationship being built off of a strong friendship before?
fire. That's what I
Because
believe.
it kind
That's
of contradicts what you guys are kind
Yeah.
of saying now.
Because
yeah, but fair,
Does it?
fair.
It does.
Actually,
it
because
Does it?
It does.
But-
because
but we've
without
just
that
never-
initial thing, it doesn't become as strong as the relationship is currently because it has that foundation.
hear you.
Sure.
I hear
'Cause
you.
I
I also want you to answer the question I asked.
No worries,
Yeah.
no worries. Because I think sorry, my bad.
yeah, no, cook.
My bad. Like I've always been on the thought that I can't just go to a stranger and then we just spark up something that's lifelong. That for
It
me
doesn't. It
personally,
doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
So wait, when you
I need
approach
some familiarity.
when you approach women, obviously you're in a relationship now, but you guys were friends before, right? I'm
Yeah.
assuming.
We've
So it
been
also grew.
friends since.
So are you in a relationship right now?
no, I'm a single man.
Okay, so when you approach women, how do you approach it? Do you build that friendship up? Do you give it a number of days, a number of months, a number of this, and
Yeah,
then
that's actually a tricky question.
because what you're saying is I believe that, but I'm not gonna lie, like my relationships. So they start and then they stop, and that's what it is. You know what I mean?
So like yeah, for me it's kind of tricky. I've never been in a serious relationship with anybody.
Interesting.
It's,
Why do you think that is? Is it because of your own things?
Yeah,
or-
I think a lot
just
of
haven't met anyone that's-
no, I think it comes from bad timing on my end, right?
Okay.
Like where I see myself and what I can do, and then also
See yourself and what you can do in the context of what career, in the context of what relationships, in the context of
I feel like when you go into a relationship and you want it to be serious,
Yeah.
right? You have to have certain foundations about you. Not
Yes,
that you
yeah.
have to have everything sorted out and you know yourself 100% because
Yeah.
relationships gonna help you
It
grow.
can help you
Yeah.
find out.
You know what I mean? Or change new things or be more
of
open.
course, yeah.
But those
They influence
foundations
you and impact you.
that keep your self-confidence and yourself good, that you know that
I am
okay,
solid.
I'm still solid and I'm still things. It hasn't always been in the right spot when I found somebody that maybe I could do this with. And then at times where that goes all right for me, now I'm cool with my foundations. There's barren.
The land is barren.
There's
dog.
nothing around.
I know. I feel that.
So-
Fully, wholly, completely.
But also, I just think the people that I have like attracted
Mm-hmm.
in my life and like gotten to know and everything, it hasn't been something that we're both serious about.
Okay.
And I don't
so
know
it's
if
for the
it's
vibes.
yeah, I don't know if it's
CP
because
with the P with the vibe.
You with that.
Prof with the vibe.
No,
what up?
That's crazy.
What up? How you doing?
how you
How you doing?
like I was saying, you looking
How
mighty
you doing
cute
was so
again.
You
should see the face. God damn.
Question to Chix.
Yeah.
How do you feel holding candles on this episode?
That's crazy.
So I feel very good about this win. I wish if this could happen each and every after 2 weeks or monthly.
Oh my word.
So yeah, I think that's like mainly the thing about me is that it's just that hasn't been in a spot where
Guys,
I
the
can
sound
be
team is working. Find out.
serious with somebody like that.
Yeah, like that. And that makes sense. And I think, honestly, I don't know if men believe this, but I think sometimes you're actually being protected. You know, I don't know what your beliefs are or how you, but you're being protected from experiences that
Are,
you don't actually need to go through.
Sometimes, yeah. Or
And that's okay.
Sometimes they're protecting the other person.
Yeah,
me.
from you.
Yeah, maybe I'm the
Let's
problem.
be honest.
You know
Let's
what
be
I mean?
honest.
You know what I mean?
I love that self-reflection.
No, it's been times where I've been like, you know what?
love it.
Maybe I wasn't the person that
For
they
you.
needed. Yeah.
And that's
was
when you
fun
let go,
for
you're
now,
like-
but I'm the problem. in the
Actually,
situation, and
what's
I
one
can
thing
handle
before
it.
I go to my next question, because I've got one more question for you guys.
No, you can
What
go.
is one thing that you wish women understood about the way that men think?
We don't think things through a lot of the time.
Yeah, my dad's told me that before. Actually,
Yeah,
my
like a
dad
lot of things-
has told me that before.
A lot of things. Even, and here's another thing about it, right? I think being intelligent is a hindrance sometimes because you can be so sure in your ways that I'm doing this, that I'm in sole control of everything that I'm doing, that you don't even understand what you did
Actually.
was just of instinct.
Yeah.
I think so.
It
I can
handicapped
chime on
you.
that.
But it's very
It
but
handicapped you.
It's very
Ooh, fire.
easy with intellect. It's very easy to convince yourself. I'm so smart, and everybody around me has said that I'm so smart that obviously, if I think about
must-
and
it
I
must be
rationalize
right.
it has to be right.
It has to be right. Yeah,
A
and
lot
then
of
you
the
have
time,
a
and then there's just that
Yeah.
one time you could be wrong. And
Yeah.
then there goes
So-
True.
everything.
Here's my chat now, especially to rebuttal your chat. A lot of gents think they're smart. It's in our nature to think we're smart, right?
Yeah, it's based on survival.
Yeah, it's a survival.
If you weren't
instinct.
smart enough, the whole family gets
Exactly.
gone.
So what I
Hey.
think,
You know.
what I think,
bruh, that sounds so personal. Did you hear what he said?
No,
Yeah,
I
I
mean
know,
cheaters
he's-
in the animal,
Oh.
guys, not the
I know,
other one, the first
I
one.
know.
I'm talking about
I
back in the
know,
days. I don't know
I
if they
know.
cheated back in the days, but
Right.
like, yeah, imagine cavemen having like
nah, they did.
As a fact checker, back in the day, there wasn't cheating. You just got another wife, so it's not cheating.
it's just the rules.
It's just how it
Remember
goes.
what you were saying about how society works will determine the age of
A lot
consent.
of the-
So back then, society would determine that men can just marry whoever they wanted. So to what you're saying, it wasn't cheating.
Cheating, okay, fair.
Okay.
So
to
my
his
thing
point.
is, I think intelligent gents in specific need to be willing to listen to other sides of the story.
Fire.
Yeah, I think intelligence
Because,
breeds
yeah,
stubbornness.
That's fire.
But no, I'm being genuine with you. I have a lot of intelligent friends, Their downfall is thinking that their intelligence means they're right.
Right. I think that's a
Because
lesson that
you're
everyone
and
needs to
even
learn.
females,
Sure.
especially
Like, you're not always right.
Not especially,
I
but
struggled with
as
that.
equal, female intelligent people, guys. The point about intelligence, right? You can break down and process things a
Yeah.
lot better than the average person, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or you can analyze a situation for what it is. One thing that intelligent people...
Wait, you're referring to intelligence as a whole, or
As a
emotional
bracket term.
intelligence, or
no, as a bracket term.
intellectual? Like,
Because even emotionally and
intelligence, it
people
make you
can-
stubborn.
can make you stubborn.
yeah, it can make you
Yeah.
think I'm actually
You're
right.
Exactly.
I've got so
Exactly.
much to
And
Intelligence-
back it
that's
up
not
with.
true.
Intelligence
yeah,
makes you
I've struggled with
stubborn.
that. I wrestled with
Yeah.
that. Wrestle.
So I think you need to be willing to hear more perspectives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And understand that more things can be right than the way you got there.
Got it.
Guys,
So,
that
yeah.
segues into my next my next
Before we
question.
get into the next question,
This fact checker's act.
Okay, talk to us.
This is a third party, not a fact checker.
yeah,
Sure.
this is a third party. I ain't
Sure.
gonna lie.
Yeah,
But
sure.
on my question before you get into the next one, what are your thoughts between the difference between IQ and EQ?
Yes.
You guys were
Give us the
mentioning
facts
emotional-
of IQ and EQ.
Okay, so
Now it's just speaking.
So IQ, IQ has to do with logic,
Number one,
memory,
the down.
language,
Yes.
creativity, concentration, and comprehension. Whereas EQ is more to do with intuition, empathy, art/music, creativity, awareness, and motivation.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think both are limited in terms of what they cover. So in terms of like EQ, I think there's more things that they don't understand that could be classified as an EQ intelligence. Well, number one,
Segueing from what you said into the next question. What's the most unexpected lesson you've learned from a past relationship? And the reason why I'm asking this. So, what did you just say? Sorry. Like your previous that's where I got it
Yeah,
from. Like
so,
you had
yeah.
spoken about
it was intelligence. And then
yeah.
emotional
So this is why
intelligence.
I say it segues, because I was thinking about my past relationship and how he would always tell me, dude, you're not always right. And I'd get so offended. And like years after, I'm like, dude, that man he's right. Like, I'm not always right. Like, bro, check myself. Do you understand what I mean? So just thinking about that lesson for me, like for you guys? KK, you can begin because
Like I said, I've never been in a like serious relationship, but like I've been in relationships. You can call that.
What?
Okay.
Who heard that?
I hate you sometimes, brother, but I love you also.
Yeah.
One thing that I've learned from things is that romanticizing something and the reality
fire.
of it are two different things.
Fire.
So
Fire.
I could have a view on this person
Fire.
and thinking, okay, that's what
Who
I
they
think
are.
their person are and that's what they are and everything.
But
and then
the reality of who they
reality
are.
of them is not. And I think a successful...
It's the balance between
no,
finding
I think
out
the
who-
balance, it's not even the balance. I just think, dog,
Don't
accept
put people on
for who they are.
pedestals. Yeah, don't put people on pedestals.
Yeah, accept
Don't
people
fall in
for-
love with their
see
potential,
reality.
fall in love with
even
who
in
they are.
friendships, like even if you know your boy Kenya's you, accept it for that because you
Yeah.
can't be like, no, I'm gonna fix that person or anything like that and everything. You just now that's a
You
project.
gotta be
It's
willing
fun.
to take that person to the end as they are.
As they
As they are.
When you
That's
get into
true. That's true
and
friendship.
that's just
That's
not-
true showing up.
Ooh.
For the salty.
You're right.
He's got a deep side.
Yeah, no. That's
Fair.
So,
That's so
I
fire,
literally
dude.
think
That's
that
so
like
fire.
romanticizing and reality are two different things. And
God
to make a
damn.
relationship work, know
You
which
can't
one.
be.
Yeah, you can't
God
just always
damn.
romanticize everything.
true. No fair.
Actually,
We're
now
not
that I
chicks.
say that, sorry, chicks. Nah. K-dramas, I blame you. All these Netflix K-pop dramas that are on there busy showing the guy being perfect.
If you find
He
the
can
Han and
read them.
K-dramas,
He can read the mind of his hun. Like, guys, we
That's
can't
not
do
the
that.
reality. Tell them.
I don't have
Tell
telekinesis.
them. Tell them, Prof.
You gotta say
Tell
it.
them.
Let me hear you say it. Say it with your chest. Y'all
Yeah.
came up with that.
my sister, your question was again? Just refresh my
Where
memory so
they
I can
lay-
answer it.
So the question
What lesson
was
have you learned from your past
from your past,
relationship?
what unexpected?
Oh, unexpected.
So it's like something that okay.
This is a bit tricky. My one comes from earlier on we were speaking about a cousin who I'm not necessarily as close to anymore, right? But the advice actually came from him, and then I realized it from my previous relationship, right?
Okay.
So what he told me, and I think I've mentioned this on the Vibe before, but essentially what he told me is that everything that your girl complains about you, that's the beefs you have with your timer as a man.
Well, lele. Okay, explain, please.
So, for example, right, my dad always thinks he's right. Nah, even when he's wrong, and he's very good at making sure his point is heard.
Wait, explain with the timer thing. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
so your dad, yeah.
So, essentially, like as a child, you have your obvious grievances with your mother, with your father, right? So he said, as a man, your grievances that you have with your father, right, within yourself, you don't know, but genetics are stronger than anything.
Yeah.
And
They are.
you
yeah.
possess the same things that you complain about your father from,
You
but
have
because
them.
you're doing it,
You have them.
It's
You don't
easy
see
to
it.
justify
You
it.
don't see yourself.
You
Ooh,
fail to
fire.
see yourself.
Fire.
That
So
also
when
goes
he
on
said that,
intelligence.
yeah.
Deep.
So literally, because like I would consider my dad a very intelligent man.
Yeah.
Right? But I know the same things that he's done that I know I hate.
You've done it too.
My literal partner
Okay.
complained about the same things.
Oh, wow.
And the thing is, I wasn't even noticing it until and he said that, and then I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. Like, it's one of those where he said that during pre-drinks, I thought about it the whole night. At Groove, I was like this.
Like, oh,
Just
brother,
like
the
that.
guy's finished over there.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, he's just
That
in
time
his
I'm
cage.
there like,
Think about,
yeah.
damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, damn.
Like, yeah.
Oh,
I do like to accuse people.
You know?
Guys,
have one
according
more
to my dad, nah,
No,
guys,
I
I'm
have
a
my
cokehead.
answer for this question.
Oh, please. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah.
Giant,
There we
give
go.
me a-
rude.
I be trying to talk or whatever. I think the one thing that I learned from a previous relationship is that people aren't possessions. We don't own people, guys. We don't own people.
Yeah.
And in that relationship, I was very codependent, and this person was like tracking my movements, and I thought, this is love, bro. Like, this man love.
That's a creeper.
Can we just,
That's a
and
creeper.
people aren't, we don't own people. And that's changed the way that I date now, because then I can look at relationships or possible situations or gents in general and be like, oh, okay, I'm not getting into this expecting you to be my husband.
Yeah, it's not.
Okay, I can
There's
level
tiers
myself. I can
to
get to
this.
know you. I can decide that actually I don't want to participate in this low quality experience or high quality. No, but that's the truth, and I'm sure gents have said that about me.
Yeah.
Because there were seasons in my life where I was a low quality
Yeah.
experience.
No,
Ever since I've
I
been
don't
born.
want to participate in this.
Quality experience.
I won't lie.
I've been a low quality
Let
experience,
me hear
okay? You
that
know what
I'm
I mean?
a low quality experience.
Yeah, bro. I might be Jeff Hardy off a bridge, bro. First
I
time
just
taking-
want y'all to know.
Hey,
So even just assigning that language to something like that or those thoughts, it's I don't own you. You don't need to tell me every waking
Every
move.
little thing that you're
Hi,
doing. every
Bodi.
step.
You've got a life. You've got priorities. You're building your life, of course.
Fair.
So I get that now, but I didn't get that then. So I thought that possession was love.
Nah.
Control was love. Attention was love. That's not love.
Yeah,
Let's talk about it.
That's a
But-
psychopath.
If I can chime in, I think all those things can be byproducts.
Of love. But I also think that
but-
they are
oh,
reds
sorry.
for me. I don't know.
But like, yeah, also on
Where
that
it goes
thing is,
extreme.
I think your intelligence has convinced you that those acts are love.
Or love. And you're
No,
like,
no, no.
So it
no,
goes back
no,
to that
no,
thing
no,
of
no, no,
you
no.
so sure in your ways that like, oh, what I'm doing and how I'm doing these
So,
things and everything.
I'll say for example, right, with my situation, the first time I went about a relationship, all right, the relationships that I've had, without saying too much,
yeah.
I think in them there was one where it was like, I need to know your every move. Nah. And then there was like ones where you don't need to tell me anything, but you can move how you want. That also ended shit. And then
Fair.
there was one that seemed to strike the balance, right? My thing is, it's the result of what those things come out from. So the things that you think make a possessive relationship, right, might actually just be a version of respect for your partner.
Can I ask? Tracking my phone and every
you
movement.
can have your own thoughts.
You know, can I
I'm
ask?
just saying on my phone.
No,
Having
sure.
my phone tracked.
No,
Babe,
that's
you
not what I'm
took
saying.
too long to get to the gym today. You normally
That's
go to the
crazy.
gym from your workplace.
No, wait. Whoa.
And in his head, he can frame it
Bombastic
as love
side-eye.
as much as he wants. That's why
Criminal,
that's why I can't
offensive
agree with you.
side-eye. That's
Because if
mad.
you go ask that guy in him, and if you go ask him like to him himself,
will say-
he will say it was out of love.
That was love.
No, okay,
And I thought,
hear me
oh, that's
out.
love.
Hear me out. Right? So, Sharp, I have a partner now. I'm going to gym. Nah.
We just tell them, I'm going to gym, babe.
Yes, but I'm agreeing with you. Relax. Yo, you guys are fighting.
We're coming for you.
Yo, this
We're
intelligence
literally
is
ready
fighting
to
me.
fry you
Yeah,
up and
dog, yeah.
cut you like
So
steak.
what I'm saying is, literally, you gotta, if you're gonna enter a relationship, you respect your partner. You understand
1000%.
that with your partner, we live in the day and age that we do live in.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So you being transparent with your partner. It doesn't have to be she's tracking me.
excessive.
But she doesn't need to track me because I'm telling her, now I'm
going
here.
here. I'm doing this. I'm doing
I'm here
that.
with my boys
Fair,
and
fair,
whatever.
fair.
And even so, like, cause to your jitas, if you tell them like, I'm just telling my hand, like,
Of
where
course.
we at,
What are they
they're
gonna
gonna
say?
be like, oh, she's controlling. Nah, I'm respecting my partner.
Do you
never
stand
wanna-
up to your jitas about that?
No, 100%.
Oh, I love that.
I've lost friends
I
for that.
love that. Because I
Like,
know a lot of girls
literally,
that won't
yeah.
ever show
Sure.
That
or
vulnerability.
admit
Yeah.
that actually I'm telling my hand,
No,
bro.
no,
I'm
no.
in a loving relationship and I want to be in love, bro.
Because here's my
You
thing.
know?
You also need to understand we live in the times we live in,
Yeah.
Our partners will come with traumas. Nah?
Fire.
Everyone has dating scars.
Fire.
It's not even like
It's not just a.
it's not an F thing anymore. It is.
It's a you thing. Yeah.
Right? You just need to be enough, nah?
Oof.
To your partner
Oof.
to divulge and say like, yo, I'm here.
My friend.
And your partner needs to be able
Exactly.
to take that
And
information.
take it and
And
not even
then-
trip.
It's okay, yeah.
And
It's
not
one of
even
those things.
and trust you
I actually
enough.
trust the person.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, fire.
You getting me?
But that's in a perfect world, and we don't live in that.
We don't.
But it's the truth.
No, I mean fair.
We
There's a lot of people who
don't.
abuse that power
They
though.
abuse
Yeah.
that thing of, okay, trust me, I'm not doing anything.
Sure.
But like the person at home was right.
Sure.
This person's doing some trifling
Then they
stuff.
done that, got the t-shirt, sold the t-shirt, bought
Okay,
it
so
back.
then what's your counter to that then?
There is no counter to it. Life is life.
Okay,
Life
so
is
then what's
life.
your move?
What you mean, dog?
Then what's your move?
My move is every circumstance you take it as it is, bro.
Yeah, fire.
You can't
You-
say
you
that
show
you're
up
gonna have
day
one in
by
certain
day.
ways where I'm not gonna be a creeper and one. Bro,
well,
every circumstances happen in
you-
circumstance. We don't live in this perfect world. I'd love
Sure.
that my hand says,
Sure.
listen, I'm going out
No, I
with the
agree with
girls
you.
to a vacation.
No.
Everything is going now.
Sure.
But I also realized,
And then I see on
I'm
the
anti
videos,
girls trip. I'll
there's
be
Vev. Oh, yes.
Really?
I'll be real with you.
guys, you guys anti-girls trip.
Oh,
I've never thought about it because I've never gone a girls trip. Because when I'm in a relationship, I'm just maybe I'm a creeper too.
yeah. Actually, you are looking very good.
Damn, I'm a creeper.
I'm a creeper too.
I'm a creeper. But like when I'm in love, I'm in love.
Sure.
I don't. My eyes don't.
So you don't go on girl
actually
trips?
I just want to be with my person. I actually just want to be with my person.
No,
Let's
and
be
it's,
honest.
it's also okay. It's okay
Yeah,
to love on
and
your
the
person.
relationships that meant a lot to me, like the one that I was talking about now was a long distance relationship. So I think that also made it more like I just want to be. If my person's here, I just want to be with my person. My person knows where I'm at. But I just wanted to tap into that element of codependency where you believe that this person, and also possession, where you believe I own this person. If this person breathes in another hand's direction.
Yeah,
That's yeah, bro.
but
Therapy.
I won't lie.
As you said
Yeah,
earlier,
therapy helped me.
Guys, go to
Go to
therapy.
therapy.
Because that's not
Women
sustainable.
also go to therapy. Let's
Here's-
all just go to therapy.
Here's one chat that I will say now. I think establishing boundaries, especially as a gen, with a hand, because gang niggas want to act cool, nah? And just say it is what it is, nah? Establishing boundaries with your partner is important. Tell them where they've infringed on what makes you feel uncomfortable.
Oh, fire. Oh, fire.
I hear that also, but like I think also something that's important to that is make sure it lands.
Yeah. So,
You know,
and I
don't
feel
feel like because in this moment I need to say this
Say
thing
this,
and it's
I'm gonna
gonna
say
land
it.
and I'm gonna say
But
it.
also, do you know what comes
Then it's
to that
just
point?
wasted energy.
Approach.
Yeah.
Approach. So with me, and I'm gonna be vulnerable with you guys because I wasn't the perfect partner either. Okay, but in that relationship, I think I was so like aggressive in my approach of, you did this and it made me feel like, bro. If I had changed my tone, if I had landed more softly for this person,
Just so that
they can receive
receive
it.
it. Yeah.
But I
'cause
also
if
think,
not,
hear me out.
as soon as something they don't like doesn't come, and if somebody gets defensive, it's just instinct now
Yeah.
at that point. It's not
Course,
me trying
yeah.
to
They're not even
process
trying to
or-
hear you.
Exactly.
Nah, yeah.
They're
It's-
gonna land
exactly.
with pure
No, it's
aggression.
personal, yeah.
Yeah.
Put up your hands.
Oh,
Sorry.
Your topic, I want that.
Okay.
Just tap into it.
Yeah, it's okay. Since you're gonna enter my topic, it's gonna detour
Segue.
this.
Oh,
a
completely
bit.
off.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wait.
My topic this week, guys.
Okay, what's up? What's
okay,
good?
my topic this week, guys, is there was a lady in Limpopo, right?
Black magic.
No.
Sorry.
So
But I'm from Limpopo, so I can say it.
Oh, you can.
Oh, I'm not from Limpopo.
But
my
you
dad
can.
is.
you
My dad is.
can't.
My dad is. My dad was born there. Literally.
Fair, you can.
I can, Fleetfontein, Elim, shout out.
essentially, like this dolly fell in love with the brew and whatever.
Korobela.
Fair. And essentially, because of her falling in love, she got scammed out of 650,000 rand.
Did she own a engine on President for Shia?
No.
Okay, so it's not her.
Yeah. No, she was actually in Limpopo. But, yeah. So, essentially, she made a brew, right? And essentially, lifestyle tax. So, she was just a normal hand.
And he was the baddie.
He was... No.
I mean,
So, like, she had a span and everything. Like, but essentially, the most she could get out from a loan is 650. So, you know that she's not really a top-tier earner.
But she tried.
But she's doing decent.
okay.
Yeah.
So she got scammed.
Yes. Well,
So he was not the baddie.
Yeah, he's technically not.
I don't know.
Because the baddies get
How
scammed.
did she
in
get
real
scammed?
life.
How
How do
what
the
did he
baddies get
say?
scammed? So,
What did we believe?
Essentially,
Yeah.
this guy pulled up to her. Looking clean. As clean as a brew in the rurals does.
And he
I
came
love
and
it.
he says, Bakorumi.
Right, not sure. Pulled up, looking cozy, whatever. Taking her to the best restaurant there. So, like,
Chef
was
Posey
Spur.
Plus. That's
a joke.
I actually,
Joke.
I don't even want to laugh about this.
I'm sorry.
Rumor.
There's a date. There's a date.
There's a date.
Cut the cameras. You're so wrong. You're actually just so wrong for that. You're actually so wrong for that. Cut the cameras. I don't even want to be seen. Because you took me out. You made me break form. You literally made me break form. Okay.
We've got camera time. We've got thingy. We've got
Sure.
Time we are.
Yeah, no, sure. So, essentially, he took her out to the best restaurant where they're from, whatever. And, like, you know, she was dazzled by the lifestyle,
Obvious.
right? And then, essentially, like, he was like, listen, babes, you want to live this lifestyle for real.
You want to see this
For
restaurant
real,
again?
For real.
No
You
fake.
get me? No fugazi. dog.
No fugazi.
Sure. Sure. So
What up,
he's like,
mommy?
listen, there's a big deal that's coming. It needs 4 million rand investment.
Okay.
All right. How much
I'm
can
already
you
sad.
get us to this?
I'm already sad.
Yeah, now she got swindled.
But 650 only.
So she took out literally.
She probably
on-
would have
on
taken it.
everything she's
If she
worth.
could have had 1.4,
Sure,
2 mil,
sure.
she
She
could've
would have
put the
taken
whole
it out.
Sure.
She
I'm
would've put
telling
the
you, when
full
you
four.
She
when
took
you
out
when you love a
max she's
man,
capable of.
when you love him,
Sure.
when you're bamboozled by a man, how you do anything? I'm telling you.
Could never be me though.
Lies.
But you're a
'Cause
man.
I don't like men.
You're a man,
On
guys.
the other hand,
Would you
I won't
guys
lie.
go to that
If you love
extent
a
for a
woman-
hand that you love?
Yeah, 650,000 cheap.
Cheap. Nothing.
Stuff, small things.
Okay,
baby,
so what are we
small
talking
things.
after this episode?
Eh?
So what are we talking? Because I want to start a business.
What do you want?
All right.
Blank check. You put down the number. Even
Okay,
if it
can
doesn't
I?
exist.
Can I? Because I really do want to start a business. I just
for
think.
reals, we can talk about it though. But
Okay,
like,
we're
anyways,
gonna talk.
Just to interject, two things.
Yes. Siyabonga.
One, wasn't there something a few years ago? What the
Tinder swindler.
Tinder swindler.
Yes.
giving
Yeah,
that
it's
It's giving
definitely
Tinder swindler.
giving. Yeah.
number two is God is trusting the wrong people with money. But
Let's start there. Actually,
No,
that's
I hear
number
you.
blessing
one.
in disguise.
I hear you.
Because think,
That's why I'm
means
poor
that God
still.
was like, no, if I give you more, you're gonna get scammed of more.
Sure.
Oh, so
Let me- let
actually,
me-
let me
let
just
me limit
let
you.
me
Let me test you with
Sure.
this.
cut it right
And
now.
then,
And she gave it to the man.
Sure.
You know what? Actually, and I'm gonna release this video that I made the other day soon.
Okay.
But I think it's easy for a hand, me as a hand, to sit here and judge these hands. Oh, if I was in her position, I would have done this. If I was in her position, I don't know, bruh. Sometimes you don't know what you would have done until you're in the position. When you are in love, or you're bamboozled or whatever. I call it demonic oppression, but you know what I mean? I can say that now because in my previous, I thought it was love. It was just demonic oppression. Let's just say that. So I don't know what the hun would have done. I really don't know. So I can't actually
been in
judge
that
her.
situation where we're like,
She
nah,
did what she
niggas,
did. Sharp.
I'll
She
never
has
do
to
that.
deal with the consequences, unfortunately.
Yep.
Fair.
Can I ask
That's
you guys
dead.
a question? Yeah. You guys know the song "What You Won't Do for Love," right?
What
So-
you won't do.
Yeah, wait.
Do for love. I tried everything.
but you don't give up.
Hey.
Okay, cook.
My friends told me.
That's not what we meant by
I
cook.
don't stop.
My fault. But I was saying, well, on this topic, yeah, what's the craziest thing you guys have done for love or because you thought you were in love?
Yo. Spent an obscene amount that I couldn't afford.
I think I spent so much on, because I told you guys I was in a long distance. Plane tickets.
Wait, was it long time?
I was in Derbs. He was in Joburg. Plane tickets.
But that's
I said,
five
baby, I want to
deeper.
see you right now.
That's five
Today.
11
multiple,
rounds if
like
you catch it
every
on the
other
right
weekend.
day.
Like,
Oh, dang.
Excuse me?
yeah, I was earning money, so why not spend it on my boyfriend?
You get me.
That's my man.
You get me. No, fair.
You know
fair,
what I
fair,
mean? So, yeah,
Every
I
other
think
weekend
that,
is- Wow.
Every other weekend.
dude,
Bro, I would have packed my bag on Tuesday.
that's
'cause
why I
know.
said demonic oppression.
Demonic profession. It has to be. Because that guy literally, he knew Wednesday, nah, I can't wear this fit because I know I'm
must-
going to Durban. So I need to
Switch.
it. That's demonic oppression.
My one, I shouted at my mom. Now, if you guys know who I am, you know there's a line I don't cross.
Yeah.
I shouted at my mom.
Demonic.
Yo.
Demonic oppression. You shouted
Yo.
at your kwan.
You were Kyle.
No ways.
You
My
were
brother.
you were
Cut the
Daniel.
cameras.
You were shut up, mom. You
sorry.
don't know what you're talking
Cut
about.
the camera.
Deadass, I said you do not know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
We need
Kyle.
the story.
You Kyle.
Yeah,
we
give
need
us the
story.
full.
Were you
give us the
drinking
tea.
Monster Energy drink at the time?
Like, subscribe, and
Follow, comment,
I will bring
engage.
it up on the next episode.
Oh, hello.
Crazy.
Just by the
But
way,
yeah.
you won't forget, yeah. We won't be
We'll be there.
Oh, wild.
It's a Pep
But
Guardiola
yeah,
beat.
I'll tell you all
You
off
checked
camera.
your mama
Yeah, nah. She was doing
Over-
too much.
over the
doing too
Delhi.
much.
For the
Over
love of your
Delhi.
life.
Let me live.
That's not the love of it.
this. I
At
did
that
this.
time.
Yeah.
And she's not even the love of my life.
Yeah.
She's not even the love of my life.
Wild.
But I thought I was.
That's cool, bro. You know what they say, bro. Youth is wasted on the young. Also that demonic.
Literally,
Yeah, that's
guys, I just want you to
You
know.
had demons in your school.
No, it was off. Something was wrong.
It's cool to have.
Do you know what my mom says now about that relationship because she met the person? She says, Anesu became so boring when she dated that man. She wasn't herself. And I love my mom for that because I did become so boring.
Don't say that about me. Who said that?
She don't lie. My mama don't lie. My mama a queen. Yeah.
Shout out to your mama, man.
Shout out to my mom.
Yeah. You raised. A
So
very
you,
beautiful
brother?
Person. What?
What's the most you've done for love? Oh, you said. you
Yeah, like
spent
I
too
said,
much.
bro, spent money that I didn't have, dog. I've been at the club with people now, and I'm joking when I say home loan when I've seen somebody now, and they all laugh like ha 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 ha. He's not really going to get a home loan. Oh, Nedbank is calling me next week like,
Mortgage.
what happened to
My
this?
friend.
Where's this money that you said that you
My
wanted
friend.
to get?
Wait, no. Did I?
Nah, fuck it up.
The only asset
Deadass,
you
you
got
don't-
was ass.
No.
Nah, I've
Okay,
never
wait.
done that.
So it wasn't, you didn't spend your home loan money because that's another thing. Like, if you're spending your home loan
I
money,
look
then
my home loan money, the whole household is homeless. Everybody, and I didn't do that because I have a hope.
Sure.
So I'm so clean.
sometimes when you're in love, you get bamboozled, bruh. You just, love. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing, but,
But the danger.
bruh.
It's very real for
Dangerous.
everybody.
Bruh, my little pennies and cents, I put them together. I'm bringing my man to
True.
Durban.
Sure.
That's my man.
There's my man.
That's my man I'ma stand beside. I love that man. Damn.
I think she's reminiscing.
That's crazy.
Guys, you're gonna have to confiscate her phone after this.
Yeah.
But anyway,
No, I don't have his number. I haven't
Well
contacted him in 2 years. 2 years, 3 years, I would never go back.
then you're cured.
So,
Of course.
before we go into our alcohol review, does anybody have anything they want to bring up?
One question.
Yeah, because people
You have a
been
question.
having
Yeah, it's a
questions.
this or that. Simple.
Okay.
One, this or that.
My brother,
But first,
I think just as a disclaimer that as the vibe, we do not condone that you do any of these things we discussed just now.
yeah, we don't do that.
No,
At
thank
all.
you. He's
Cut
right.
the show, cut the cameras. We
He's
don't,
right.
we don't, we
Sure,
don't reach
we
out
don't
to.
do that. Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
One.
Okay,
One,
you're
this or
this
that.
or that. No, you can have like
you
two,
can have
three.
like 2, 3.
I've got 4, but
And that's why I said 4. That's why I said
but
4.
okay,
That's why I said
but
4.
okay, sir. Okay. Having her being your girl, having an OnlyFans, or still texting her ex as friends.
Jesus.
She can have an OnlyFans, but it's like a cooking channel. You don't have to show
Yeah,
bubbles
fair.
on OnlyFans.
You actually don't.
Yeah, you really don't.
Fair, then
you can
on
use
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans for anything. She better be cooking with Kaya.
Offering cheeks and tartars.
No.
Oh no.
And Kuda cat.
Oh, she's showing tomatoes, some buns in terms of rolls,
Sure.
and some.
Bologna.
The rolls on her body, to be specific, yeah.
Okay, so what would you choose? OnlyFans or texting her ex as friends? Friends. Ex.
Oh, then it's simple, nah? Hear me out. Both of them are single, but
So that's not your girl.
huh? That's not my girl.
That's not your
anymore.
girl no more.
And, yeah, but like
how dare.
the one I'd rather find out is the ex.
Yeah.
Yeah, text.
Yeah.
I'd rather go with text because if out of the nowhere I find out that you have an OnlyFans.
Bro, if everyone knows what my girl looks like naked, I'm upset.
Weird.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Next this or that.
Okay. Being liked for being fake or hated for being honest?
Hate me.
For being honest.
Hate me.
You?
Yeah, hate me.
Hate me.
That's my life.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That one was too
that's my
easy.
life,
That one
buddy.
was too easy for you guys.
Yeah.
That one was too easy. Okay. Therapy once a week or gym every day? No results.
Gym every day.
No results. No
Nah,
results.
Not gym. Not
Gym
gym.
every day.
Gym,
no
no
results.
results.
Yeah, now take this
Oh,
to therapy.
damn. No,
yeah,
therapy.
yeah, I can blame it on the therapist.
Therapy.
Okay. Okay, last one. Being the smartest in the room with no power or the least wise with all the influence?
Least wise with
I
all
knew
the
it.
influence.
I knew.
Nah, let me be the
I actually
smartest.
hated this question.
Let me be the
Smartest
smartest. Yeah,
in the room with
Yeah,
no
you have
power.
it.
Oh, that's
Hold
literally
it.
Because
my life.
are we trying to get all that power?
That's literally my life.
And then my
How's
last of last. What's something you thought made you manly at 21 that makes you cringe now? That's my last thing.
Having multiple partners.
I could dance.
Ooh.
I was a scoover.
You could. Can you dance?
You're right.
I was
Also,
a child.
yeah.
I thought
Also,
dancing at 21
made
was the
me
coolest
cool.
thing.
But like,
made me cool.
Now-
that shit's mad
Now
corny.
I'm like, but what was I
What
doing?
was I-
Now I'm
Bro,
pop looking,
I was
doing
opening-
high beats. Stuff.
And you're
Bro,
like, ah.
What is that?
my sister was opening circles at Skyline in Brown.
No,
Why?
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 For what reason? For what? For what reason?
Leaving the club one man.
One man. After
I
everybody
can't
was
believe
busy
it.
saying,
Bruce had my jacket in their hands, dog.
niggas have props.
No, no, no,
Ah,
no.
yeah, no, for
Yeah,
real.
no,
I
no,
thought
you could.
21
So
Good.
dancing
Yeah, dancing.
for you, and you said having multiple girls was
Yeah.
something that you thought, okay, this makes
Yeah,
me
this
cool.
makes me
but then
that
you realize
cool.
as you get older, that's cringy.
Nah,
it's
it's
actually
weird.
I'm okay.
It's weird.
I'm okay with
It's weird,
my
dog.
girl.
No, like legitimately, like dog. So you're telling me like you're sleeping with more than one person who's sleeping with more than
Cringy.
one person. So you're touching those people after they touch your girl.
And they're coming to you.
And they're coming to you, and that's giving you self-esteem to say that you're that nigga.
Wild.
Dang.
Dang. Hot dang.
Okay. But anyway, yeah.
And I'm done. I did have one more question.
Okay, now cook.
Okay, I'm finna cook.
Since we
Okay, this is literally the last question. What do you guys actually talk about in the group chat when you're actually being for real? Like, what do you guys talk in your mail
For
group?
real, for real.
For real. Do you guys have those deep combos, or what is the vibe there in your group
closest
chat?
group chat actually right now. Like, let me do that for people. Just to show you guys that it's really not that deep,
not
guys.
that deep.
So it's really just Fun.
Football.
Foolish stuff. Yeah, the last thing we
No,
talked
I
about-
said oh, sorry, I didn't say this, but excluding football and like sports.
Oh, so you're taking about like 80% of the group chat out of it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
so
that's the
that
problem.
last 20, what is it that you guys actually discuss in that group chat? Because
What-
I've
what-
always wanted to know.
What our group chat chatted about this today.
Yeah.
Today. It was
How drunk that
how
person
drunk
was.
somebody was. Did you get home safe? Send proof of life.
I love
I'm
I
at
love
the-
boys group.
I'm at the
They're like
bar.
Hans
I'm
group
going to
chat.
send a VN for what I can see. Did not send that
Yeah.
VN. Somebody even said we're waiting.
Dog.
Did
He
not
replied
send that
the
VN.
next morning.
The next morning. That's when they
Saying,
said, oh yeah, no, I'm
Yeah,
alive.
I'm alive.
Still no
Dog.
VN. Did we ask about it? No.
No.
Life happens. Oh no.
Who just called you?
I might
Let's
sprung.
talk
It
about
doesn't
it.
matter who's
Let's talk
calling
about
me.
it.
I'm at work. Yeah, so it's like crazy things.
Why
And
the-
then we're talking about just run back the and then like something that happened. Oh, that was a crazy thing that happened actually. But it wasn't that crazy. Somebody's delusional. We pointed out on the group that
Yeah,
we hope
that
this
this
person
person
is
is
that
that.
this person's delusional.
Yeah,
And
that's
we
the
were like,
one delusional
we good.
person.
Yeah,
Okay,
and then
fair.
moved on. Like,
So
Steenberg.
Steenberg. Right. But it's okay. You can do this thing. It's fine.
Is Stain City spelled with one E or two E's?
Stain is spelled with Steyn.
YN.
This
There
is
we go.
Steen.
No, I'm asking.
I
Me-
would
guys, me, I got 39% for Afrikaans. Me don't add.
But what? 1%
Okay,
from Pasi.
you're actually no 39% for Afrikaans, but you're
Yeah,
allowed.
you said 1% from
Pasi.
Pasi.
Yeah, because you needed 40.
So,
I actually want to cringe.
so
You're allowed.
these Steenberg,
Beautiful.
yeah.
A taste test.
So on taste, what would we rate?
Oh, sorry,
this
Anesu.
brew?
So when we do our
Yeah,
alcohol review,
sure,
we
thank
go
you.
Taste out of 10, aesthetic out of 10,
Price.
price out of 10,
And then how-
PTRIP, which is proximity to rest in
Why
peace.
would you guys do that?
How
I love that. It's so cool.
Okay, thank you.
PTRIP.
I was like,
Price to rest
offended.
in proximity to
proximity to rest in peace.
rest in
How
peace.
little
so
are you?
PTRIP.
10.
How am I? No,
Let's run it, let's run it, let's run it.
Answer.
Let's
Okay,
run
so on taste, yeah, we're gonna go 1, 2, 3.
Okay, perfect.
So on taste,
I'll
my
give
brother.
it a 7.
I knew you
Okay,
didn't like it. I knew
without-
you didn't like it.
without-
I knew you didn't because you took so long for your drink. We poured it up, but I don't know if that's because we like drink or we like the taste. So I would say the former. But anyways, continue.
Okay, so
Yeah,
before the orange juice,
Oh, before the orange juice, 6. With the orange juice,
7.
7, yeah.
Okay. With you,
I'm sorry.
8.
before the orange juice.
And then with the orange juice, lower.
6.
With the orange juice lower, nah?
6 with the orange juice.
Sure,
8.
sure.
8, 9.
Sure.
Should have bought you guys Lelude. I'm sorry, guys. I just
Next time.
if it was next week, Lelude. But I'll bring it Lelude.
we'll just go.
yeah, jiggy
We'll,
jig.
we'll give the review. just
Yeah,
for
we'll
vibes.
do Lelude just
Sure.
the
And
review.
And then yourself,
Because
my brother?
Lelude is
Okay,
great.
so I think undashed, I'll give it a 7.
Okay.
With dash, I'll give it a 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
7s across the
That's
board.
a that's a real man.
No, we fight on this.
Okay, after, chief.
Aesthetic.
Can't whoop my ass on camera.
I can. Oh, I can try.
Okay, cool.
Sure.
So that's okay. And
So
then
aesthetic, how this bottle looks.
oh, sexy as hell.
Sexy is
10.
here.
I don't give anything a 10.
Mm-hmm.
So I would do 9.
9.
Let me do a 9. 9 is cheeky and it's nice.
Sure. I'll give it 7.5.
Maybe I should have done 8.5 now then. I'm getting influenced.
For like a champagne bottle,
What?
like just in general, like
What would you give it?
I like the black and the red, the yellow contrast.
But that's you gave it a 7.5. You don't like it.
Wait.
If you really liked it, it would
Dog,
be an
if you
8
got
up.
a 75 in high school, you are
75
happy.
ain't
Okay,
We know. I wasn't that great. I was just an 80 student, but I wasn't that great.
80 student.
Yeah, no, I really wasn't that great. Dude, people got hundreds for exams. 90, 99, 80 something.
What school did you go to? Dara High.
St. Mary's DSG, but okay.
I don't know what that is either.
It's in Pretoria. It's in Pretoria. It's in Pitor.
You guys are getting hundreds in PTA.
People were getting hundreds,
With all
bro.
that
I
buffet
wasn't
you guys were
ish.
still
I
getting high.
really wasn't ish. Like, I wasn't even rated.
That's crazy.
I was dumb.
Yeah, one of the classes was para 101. Obviously, they're gonna get 100%.
They had to rob ambulance for one of their courses.
Y'all are mad. Okay, continue.
Aesthetic, I'll give it a 8.
Thank you. That's a real rating. Okay?
So-
Because this is kind of cute. It was kind of a
Also,
cute
off the
bottle.
date, I think it's before Vev. And like Vev stole a lot of these things.
Wait, how much? Wait, what date was Viv?
I don't know what date was Vev, but at 1682, that's even before World War One.
Probably started in
Who's
the
the
Dutch
fact
lands.
checker?
Huh?
Is that a real thing?
What that? This was
Fact checker,
Vev.
fact checker.
The internet will say what they have on this bottle, to be fair.
Okay, so this is a great bottle. We all love it.
Hmm.
You just gave it low ratings. It should have been 10, 10, 10, but
Your rating
cool.
was?
999. It should have been 999.
Okay, so your proximity to death.
Yeah. How little?
How lit are you?
Oh, right now, right now.
Because of this.
Because of that.
Yes. Out of 10.
Nothing. 0. That.
Yeah, that one didn't do anything to you.
1.
one.
Yeah, 1, 2, maybe. Not even 2. That's disrespecting the bottle.
Sure.
So 1. That's disrespecting myself.
Okay.
Should I tell yourself?
I mean, I'll give it a 6.
No,
I
bruh,
feel like-
no, but it's because of that, not that.
Okay.
There's no
Yeah,
ways.
cool.
It's
Look,
not
yeah,
because
yeah,
of this, because
yeah,
we
So I'll
had
give
that
it
one
a
2
5.
hours
So,
ago.
yeah,
No,
so
but
fine.
no,
We
I'll
had
give it a
that
6.
2
I'll be
hours
real with
ago.
you. Because I made us pause the camera to go to a
Go
bathroom
pee.
just off that.
Okay.
And I know how I was feeling
Yeah,
before then.
okay, fair.
And then once we opened that,
Wait, but
that's
you
a
don't
different
drink
chat.
you don't drink bubbles, ne? You guys don't drink
Yeah,
bubbles.
I'm not
Yeah,
used
that's
to it.
probably why. I'm used
Okay.
to bubbles, so it's
So
not
it doesn't
for
do
me.
anything.
We drink
Fair.
that 48%. That just makes you.
But that
feel-
also doesn't make sense then, because okay, but bubbles makes you bubbly.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
different types of liquor.
I
They
fair.
have
They
different
have different
drums.
effects.
Different,
Yeah,
yeah.
fair.
So it's the drum that I'm
There's
living.
gang of
I-
you who are watching the vibe now who are only conceived because of tequila. Okay.
Why
let's
am
cook.
I in this
Let's
chat?
cook. Let's
Why
cook.
am I here for that?
PTRIP for me, I'd say I'm on a 6.5.
Okay.
Sure.
Oh, right now.
Yeah.
Just off
After
that.
this or off this? I'm
Just
saying off that.
Okay, yeah, then 4.
Yeah,
Sure.
Off
4.
both,
Sure.
6.5.
For me, 1
Okay.
off that. Let's talk about this
And
one.
how much was the price for that?
250.
250. Okay. 250 for
cheap.
those bubbles. I'll give it a 6.5.
Yeah, it's a cheap if you if you're a bubbly drinker.
Because a bubbly
Because
can
you know,
go high.
yeah. So the one that I really like is 500.
Okay. That's that Lulu.
Lelude.
That
Or
Akon.
for something, 489 or something.
Sure.
Lelude.
Lulude. Okay.
It's the chivalry.
Not Vumanibo.
I'm bringing it next
Sure,
weekend
sure,
for you
sure.
to break your fast with that bottle.
Sure. I'd say less.
Yeah,
Just remind me in the week.
6.5.
I said this on the show, so now it's official.
Yeah, now it's official.
Sure.
We got evidence. I'll give it a 6.5.
6.5.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
alright.
it's not an expensive
Sure,
bottle.
sure.
It's actually okay. Depends, but yeah.
So now this mother.
Oh, we're doing both.
Yes.
She wanted us to do
I
a
said
comparison.
let's do a comparison between the two.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, taste. I'm giving it higher than that.
Yeah.
I'm giving it a 2.
2 for taste.
Too much orange juice.
2? Wait. What are you talking about? Like, what do you mean? That was orange when it came out. It's like juice. What are you even talking about? And it's sweet.
God bless you for being on this show.
No,
No.
I hear you.
Cancel that.
I mean, I'll give it a
Cancel
7
this.
for taste.
Yeah, it's just
How is it a 7 for taste? Y'all just don't drink bubbles. Actually, that's a
don't.
problem
We
right now.
no. So
That's
you guys
why
can
when you
see.
drink Lelut, you understand what I mean.
Sure.
I messed up. I should have had it. I should have bought it, but it's fine.
It's okay.
Right now we're before the. Oh,
We're
today's
here.
the 25th. Okay, but I get paid on the 1st. So let's talk about that then.
Aesthetic.
What did you like?
I hate it.
Taste.
1.
Oh,
No,
taste.
not you.
Minus
I
1.
gave taste. I gave taste.
Because
What
why
did you
would
say?
you? Let's
I
just
gave
talk
it a
about graphic
7.
design. No. All
Yeah, I
of it,
wanna
no.
give them a 3.
Thank you.
I'll give it a hot 4. Like, what are you doing?
They should have done a typical, but like with the Mimosa brand, but a
Sure.
typical like
Like, it looks
bubbly
like a
bottle.
kid drew this,
It's like they're trying to get a sunrise, but like
but
don't
it's
know
not
But it
happening.
failed.
It's sunrise.
At the sunrise.
Just
Okay.
yellow or just
And then
orange.
PR what?
PTRIP.
I think we can skip that one because
9.
the pros cons
Because both of them.
Yeah.
So 9 for
But I
them.
think
So it's out of
I'll
20.
give it a 7. Because this thing kong shame.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right,
clearly, because even me right now, and that's how I know I don't rate this because houseway, I can do a couple of these. What do you mean? You're bringing one of this,
Dog.
and we're sharing it 3 people,
Dog, and it's doing
3
this.
people,
No.
and I'm molding like
Sure.
this.
No.
Nah, dog.
It cooks.
Nah,
it cooks.
dog. No.
What would you
No.
say?
Yeah, I'll give it like a 7.
Because I think it's how sweet it tastes, and you think it's
yeah,
doing
I
nothing.
think because I can drink it.
So
quick,
you
just
Yeah,
drinking that
but
one.
remember,
Yeah.
you're topping this on quality.
Ooh.
Let's just put that in there.
It's,
Let's
it's
double
not a
that.
full-on review.
And then price?
Price, this was 100 rand.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because it's 90% orange juice.
of course, Butwam. Of course. That makes sense. You understand why we're busy buzzing like this?
Sure,
It's a JC level.
Sure,
Hi.
it's a-
You understand what I mean? Why are we JC level? Right? No, doggy. No, darling. No.
Okay, so you're rating for the
100.
price.
Yeah, what you putting it
One
on price?
step, nigga.
Is that what you're giving it a 1 price?
This looks like 8 rand.
To
8.
be fair, it started off 90, but demand has risen it up to 100.
No, that was the new
Exactly.
budget after like 4 months.
I told you. That's why we're PRITS. That's why I'm at flipping 9 for that thing
Sure.
because obvious.
Yeah,
When you drink,
these
Ah,
things.
These sugary things.
you
they
see
work.
sugar and this
Sure,
and that and
sure,
JC Leroux,
Sure.
and you mix it all together.
No face.
Well,
Okay.
It's been the lovely and beautiful Anesu.
And Chix Lungu.
No, okay.
Prof.
And we
Have
been
the
Vibe.
Vibing.